What a fucking guinea.
This is terrible.
The worst.
We just stink.
Opie and Anthony.
This is the worst kind of radio.
Opie and Anthony. Controversial radio personalities. Opie and Anthony. Infamous DJs. Opie and Anthony. Talk show radio host. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Shut up. Get us back to the funny. But first, let's play this.
And now, the moment you've all been patiently waiting for.
Opie and Anthony. By the way, who's Jim Norton? Them.
And now, the worst of Opie and Anthony.
All right, Pete, what's going on? What's up, buddy?
Good morning, boys. I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed. You're not riding your old buddy Jay Mohr as much as I thought you would be.
Who you talking to, me or Heffron?
This guy used to be in studio with you every day.
Well, who are you talking to? Opie and Anthony or John? Who are you talking to? Ben Sparks?
I'm talking to all you guys. All you assholes.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that Jay. He's a bum.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we're gonna ride him or just rib him.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I want to know, I heard that he was a big asshole behind the scenes there at Last Comic.
How was Jay Mohr behind the scenes at Last Comic standing, guys?
Behind
He
the
never
scenes?
talked to me that much.
No?
I think he as a business, like you work with somebody, you don't really give a shit about either way. I think that's kind of how he treated me. He really didn't care about me, so he didn't talk. I mean, he was friends with Rich. He talked to you guys more.
I've known how long? 18 years. I think.
Yeah.
15, 18 years. So
You
it's
smoked
different.
crack with the guy. I mean,
No, I showed him my crack, though, at the golf course. I did. I pulled my pants down. He was walking up. I pulled my pants down. I just spread my...
So there's no problems behind the scenes, really?
Not with me and him. I mean,
What problems might you have heard about?
Well, I don't... What I heard about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hear really...
Didn't Gary, try to punch him or something?
Is that what happened?
No, he didn't punch him. He threw him against the wall.
Goldman did, yeah.
Yeah, Gary Goldman did.
He actually threw him against the wall?
Yeah, they were wrestling, and then Gary just hulked out for no apparent reason and slammed him against the wall, and Jay kind of had to look on his face like, whoa, what's this for? Because they were kind of just like
fooling
horse
around,
playing
right?
around.
Yeah.
And then Gary slammed him against the wall again and started going, a few more, and started walking away and flipped him off. Nobody tried breaking it up.
Well, that would have been... See, Gary's a tough dude.
Yeah, people forget that he's kind of put together nice, but he's still 6'6", 200 some pounds. And snaps. That dude snaps.
I guess if he was just, wrestling around.
Yeah, I don't know. There had to have been something that happened before that we didn't see, but it happened on stage.
Well, I didn't really tell the whole story. Remember, Rich Voss didn't tell that story. But
the story I told was in the Enquirer, actually.
That's what I heard. But Jay's a tough guy too.
Yeah,
people don't know Jay Mohr.
Jay, yeah.
That was a good fight.
He knows how to
man.
wrestle. Yeah, I had a fight club with Jay in the studio when we were at NEW, and he kicked my ass.
Really?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
How about Poe against Jay?
No, Poe would rip him apart.
Poe would rip apart.
Yeah.
I have douche chills. Let's say hi to Richard in Denver. Hey, Richard, what's up? Hey, Dick.
Hey, not much, guys. How you doing, Sweet Lips?
Hi, Richard in Denver. Thanks for calling the program.
Well, actually, I'm just kind of wondering, is Jimmy on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Jimmy's not, but your pals Opie and Anthony are.
Oh, no, I looked at your radio on...
I still haven't heard myself on the GTA.
I haven't either. Wonder if Laszlo's bullshitting us.
It's a good little bit out there. But I swear to God, the voice of Eddie Pulaski, one of the crooked officers,
Yeah?
it's Jimmy.
Oh, it sounds like Jimmy.
What does he say?
Everything he says sounds exactly like Jimmy. I'm not kidding you. And I swear to God, it's Jimmy's voice.
Isn't it Chris Penn does that voice?
It might be, yeah.
I think it is.
Well, we'll have to get that audio so we can compare.
I think I have the same manager as Chris Penn. I love him.
Really?
Yeah, I think my manager
great?
does have. Yes.
All right, Richard, thank you.
He is just
no problem.
blown up into a dirigible.
Yeah.
The guy just does not care how fat he gets.
Jay Mohr does the best Chris Penn impression.
yeah.
Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I hear Jay listens to us every morning
Wow.
on the replays, right? And he's going to call us eventually.
I hope so.
He never wakes up now.
Well, the only reason he
early.
hasn't called us yet is because he's in California, and this show is, well, right now it's like 4:15 in the morning.
Yeah, he's asleep.
He's trying to set his alarm and wake up so he can call us and say, hey, it's been a long time. We haven't talked to Jay.
He does Harvey Keitel and Chris Penn.
Yeah.
Anyone who does those. I mean, The Walking we all know, but those two are fantastic. No one does them.
Chris Penn, he gets the spitting going and everything.
By the way, GTA was awarded best game of the year, right?
Was that what got best game of the year? Grand Theft Auto
San Andreas
on the Spike Video Game Awards show. Ugh. There are too many goddamn award shows. People were saying that a few years back. But now, I mean, there really are. Every night there's another award show on. You go through the channels, you'll find an award show. And I was watching the Spike TV Video Game Awards, hosted by Snoop Dogg, Opie, who, in my opinion, just has no more street cred. The guy used to be a goddamn gangster. A gangster, and I'm talking one with an A at the end, not even an R. Mm-hmm. He was a gangster. And now he shills for anything. The fashizzle stuff is, please. How many more years are you going to do that one?
That was funny for 5 minutes.
Oh, let's get crack-a-lackin' with Rice Krispies. Snap, crack-a-lackin' pop. Yeah. He's got this whole Snoop attitude like, I'm still a pimp. Still pimping. But, he's pretty much a Saturday morning cartoon now. That's what he's become. So he's doing the video game awards, and he comes out and he's hosting. Let's get the show crack-a-lackin'. And it starts, and he goes, they want to give me a co-host. I said, no way. Until they told me who it was going to be. Me. And then he turns to this big video screen, and there's a computer game Snoop Dogg, and now he's doing dialogue between him and the computer Snoop.
We got to get that audio. Dude, now we got to hear this.
It was awful. I'm sitting watching going, what happened to this guy? He's not cool anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, it happens to everybody.
Yeah?
Yeah, Hollywood just gets into your blood.
Once you get a Polish or a big roly-poly black maid,
yeah,
it's all over.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Next thing you know, I'm going to be driving a stretch black Escalade limo. Yeah, that's what.
Park my car, please.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
And collect some of my money.
And then I'm going to get a mansion in the Hamptons. That's exactly what's going to happen. Mansion. That's what happens. You get a Polish maid, and then next thing you know, that's what happens. Sure,
I'm selling the mansion. I don't like my neighbors who don't make enough money. Now I make $500 million. I got to move out of the neighborhood. I think I saw a darkie. Oh, it was Robin.
So, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas won Video Game of the Year. Also, Anthony, Halo 2 won Best First-Person Game and Best Design.
That's bullshit. I mean, Halo 2 is a good game and all, but it's a console game. I mean, I think it wins because somebody in the audience, what's his name, that is in the game. Who was the guy that used to be on that show, Beauty and the Beast? He was the Beast. He's in a lot of movies now. God damn, I can't remember his fucking name. Jimmy, anything?
What, sweetie?
No.
What are you reading?
Looking for just the Amber Frey thing. I was just seeing if there's anything on the Amber Frey.
Or
Fry.
Whatever.
Frey. Whore.
God, I'm going to correct names. Just slip my mind at this hour.
Which name?
It's the guy. Remember that show? Does Steve know? Steve, you know.
Ron Perlman.
Ron goddamn Perlman.
I wouldn't have known.
Big-headed Ron Perlman.
What show? What show is
Remember that old show, Beauty and the Beast?
Oh, no.
He was the Beast with the Beast makeup on. That was Ron Perlman. But he's in, like, Halo 2. He plays that character in it. And he was there. So I think that's why they gave him the award, because, like, a real guy could show up to accept it. It's a console game. You're not going to get as good graphics on a television set. Just doesn't happen.
But they're not talking about graphics, just best first person.
But that's just one thing. I think Far Cry was better than that. Half-Life 2, I think, was better than that. Even Doom 3 was better than Halo. Halo it had the most press around it. I think that's why it won. I disagreed. Crack-a-lackin'. I was crack-a-lackin' and
then best sports game, Madden NFL 2005. So
that one's just going to be huge forever. Every year they put it out. And it's so ridiculous. All those EA sports games, they put out a new one every year, and it's the same goddamn game.
Well, they adjusted slightly.
One little thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you can make the fans in the stand paint their faces. All right, great. What is that going to do for gameplay? Like the Tiger Woods golf game, you know? It's a great game. They put a new one out for 2005, and there's no difference. I think you could change a couple of things with the golf courses.
Big deal.
Except maybe then now there's a white chick on the side walking around with a baby of indiscriminate color.
Ruining the main character's gameplay.
That's right. And they'll think a mongrel race. Both races will be destroyed.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
You're listening to the worst of Opie and Anthony.
All right, Anthony, we're going to take our first break of the morning. What's on the show today? Is Jay Mohr really calling in today, finally? Our old pal, Jay Mohr.
He can wake up.
He's been trying to wake up for like a month just so he can talk to us because he's in L.A.
Yeah, it's very early for him.
Still a huge friend, obviously, but he just can't wake up to call in to say hi to us.
It's all right. He's going to...
I'll say hi to him.
Everybody here.
Oh, there's her music. Now she's out of here. Thank you, Lady Di. Yeah.
Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. You're listening to the worst of the Opie and Anthony show on the virus, Sirius XM.
He just lost all of his street cred. This guy actually had some cred back then. Now he's just the worst. See one of those commercials? Hey, when do I put in my fabric softener? Oh, why?
It happens to all the rap stars, though.
I know. They all just go for the cash.
What's
they
his
go
name?
for the cash
Who was
grab.
doing the Gap ads? LL?
LL. Yeah.
He was doing his thing. They all start with some credibility and lose it as they...
Yeah, I'm from the street. I was slinging dope. Yeah, I was shooting brothers. And then all of a sudden, hey, T-Mobile. Like, what?
I think Ice Cube still has his cred with that new movie he's got out with...
Oh, my God, I know, The Cube. What did Ice Cube do? He's got that movie.
Which bomb?
The bomb with Jay Mohr in it.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Oh, that movie's getting like a star in the papers. That's about it.
It actually got a star, yeah.
Where are we there yet? What's that about? Is that about Jay getting to a phone and calling in a radio show?
Jay's had so many excuses why he hasn't called the show yet. It just amazes me.
Too early.
And then Jay's friends call Ben, and Jay's going to call tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow morning happens, and
never calls.
Something came up, you overslept, or this happened, or that happened, or you know.
Yep. And we never hear from him, see him, nothing. He was supposed to be in Vegas, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, that was one of the many.
Yeah.
Where's Herky Jerky? Get the Herky Jerky band.
At least I'll say about Cool J. At least LL Cool J was never a gangster. I mean, my radio was his big song,
yeah, you're right.
I Need Love.
Uh-huh. But you look at like Ice-T, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah, those guys were gangsters.
Snoop. They keep that whole attitude going for a few years, and then they're making cushy little fun family movies.
The worst of the Opie and Anthony show.
Hypnotized.
That's a cool song, though, no?
Yeah.
Ben's in the studio. Hey, Ben.
It's Biggie Head.
No, we're not abusing you this time. Well, I was just about to say we're not abusing you, but then...
Train Diva.
Yeah.
Sorry, Train Diva. I'm trying to switch your tickets around.
Well, Ben, what is going on with Jay Mohr? How many excuses are we going to get why he hasn't called the program? How many times has his buddies called saying that he's going to call on the show? And why are you going to throw stuff at Jimmy? He didn't do anything to you.
He's gearing up.
I don't like
Got a handful of poker chips.
Huh?
Oh. Yeah, what's up with Jay Mohr?
I don't know what's up with Jay Mohr. Jay can't wake up, I guess. I don't know.
He keeps calling. Wasn't
he supposed to be with us in Vegas?
Yeah, but he went to the Jets game instead.
Wasn't he supposed to call in a few times, too?
Yeah.
But he's never up at 3 in the morning, because L.A., it's 3:30 in the morning. It's already 6:30 here. He's got to be up sometimes. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, on the set of that last Kubrick film, I'm sure they were very busy.
So are we giving up on Jay?
I don't know. I thought you were going to call Jay.
Why do I have to call him? He should just call the show.
I don't know. He called once, and Danny hung up on him.
Really?
Well, we didn't know. He didn't call the hotline, even though he had the hotline number. So Danny didn't believe him, so we hung up on him. And
yeah. Who's that? Girl.
It's one of Jim's friends.
Oh, yeah?
He's here to meet Jim, yeah.
Okay.
She's a fan of Jim's.
Come on, who is it?
They're with Colin.
Oh.
Colin's not here yet.
Oh, but Colin's not here. Colin has people now?
Of course Colin has people. He's a big star.
I've never seen them. I know his assistant, Ellen, very well. I don't know who they are.
Huh. All right. Thanks, man. That was very informative.
Great stuff,
I appreciate it. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I'm trying to change your train. That's what I've been doing on the phone.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Anthony, our old pal Jay Mohr was cursing like a drunken sailor on TV during the Super Bowl. We got the audio. Yeah, he's on live TV in Florida.
How come I didn't hear about this?
In Jacksonville.
Did they get fined or something? Or is
I think it's getting to the point.
Investigated?
So many people are starting to curse on radio and on TV. I think the FCC is, believe it or not, just going,
You think the FCC is making announcements like, we figured, fuck it?
Yeah, right.
You know, they did, okay.
At first, I think they were concerned, but now it seems like every week there's another person cursing on TV or cursing on the radio, and it's just a curse word.
Yeah. It's very hard for them to find for one curse, is what I hear also. They've tried, and they're trying to, but they don't usually fine anybody for a curse. A lot of people on radio slip. Opie slipped once in Boston. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
The F word.
Oh, yeah.
Did the FCC get a complaint?
No.
But even if they do, if it's not done in a way that, you're presenting it like to be shocking, or they usually don't fine.
Like if it just slips.
Mistake. What are you going to do?
Well, then they replayed it while we were in New Orleans, but my whole story about Starfucker by the Rolling Stones.
Right.
The F word went on the air. God, somebody figured it out like 70 times.
Yep.
Because I was too busy talking to a Buffalo Betty, and I turned down the monitor in the studio while this song was playing. I had no idea it was a curse song. Anyway, here's Jay Mohr cursing on live TV in Florida.
Well, our friends over there, they partner with the NFL alumni on the Super Bowl Charity Golf Classic, where the players get to dress casual and have fun, and the fans stand around and look for autographs, and they go home with bruises. You guys don't... I like golf. It's the only sport I could actually, beat Dan Marino in. Why? How come every time anyone has their name mentioned, you guys run for the hills? Oh, my God. He told a joke with Dan... You know how Dan likes his juice, how he gets. Who gives a shit? I made a Dan Marino joke. Screw Marino. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You think he gives a shit about my golf joke? You sissies.
Okay. All right. We have no control over what's said there, so our apologies for what is there.
That's when you need the old 7-second delay, Alan, to make sure you don't get those
delay
things.
Button. So, again, our
Sorry about
apologies
that.
there that has occurred, but that is an event in which those things do happen, apparently.
That's right. Well, we do have plenty of Super Bowl parties going on all over the place. And First Coast News.
There you have it.
But we do. Let's get out of this as quickly as possible. We apologize that you had to hear the word shit.
That's the best.
Oh, goddamn, I said it. Fuck. Oh,
that's the best part of these anchors. They don't know how to improvise. So when something goes horribly wrong like that, they are like,
please don't fire me. I
had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because they're afraid now that they'll just clean house. Anyone that was on camera, even around the curse, fired. Get them out.
What did Jay expect? He said, I like golf. It's the only sport I can beat Marino in. What did he expect, a laugh break?
He was
I think he was expecting
You
a
can
laugh
hear
break.
in his voice, he was eating it, and he was starting to feel uncomfortable. And I think when that happens, you start thinking...
You panic a little bit.
The curses come out.
You panic a little bit, and then you start using different language.
Yeah, because it's just as a comic, your natural instinct is like just to kind of lapse into it.
Yeah, eating it. Oh, that's such an awful way to put it. He's up there eating it.
He wasn't getting huge laughs. I mean, he is a funny guy, but tell it like you hear it though. He wasn't killing there, and you could hear in his voice he was getting a little nerved by that.
You can just talk sometimes. If you're bombing on a show like that or whatever, you just talk, answer a question. Just who cares?
Yeah.
Just answer it legit.
What was he doing up there? I mean, what was the context of that show?
I don't know.
Because apparently some news had gone live to that event. Was it just some kind of...
Maybe it was their... It might have been their local pregame or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if Jay, decided to be our friend again.
And call in or
Can't wait for that moment where he decides he's going to be our friend again, and then maybe we could ask him these questions.
Ask him all the questions we've had for him.
Looks like Jay got a little too big since we got fired.
Oh, you think that's it?
You've only been on for 4 months. I mean,
dude, whatever. I know he listens to replays. Jay, whatever. If you want to call. If you don't, then fine. Stop this teasing where you have your buddies call Ben and, he might be calling Friday. Oh, and we can't wait. Today might be the day that you call us, Jay. Who cares? I don't care. You either call or you don't. It's been good. It's been a soap opera with Ben and Jay's posse. he might call. Oh, well, he overslept. He was going to call Monday, but he had to go to San Diego. There's always an excuse. It's like, dude, you know what? Don't even bother. Who cares?
Maybe it's like Lewis. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
No, it's not, because it's been a thing that's been going back and forth. Ben will tell you.
What happened? Lewis's scumbag publicist wouldn't pass on the news?
Well, that was legit, yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like Lewis Black to not be a part of the show or call or anything.
Lewis actually put it in perspective. He was like, he goes, who am I that I'm not going on other people's shows? And it's like, true. It's like, why would Lewis do that? So he's not that kind of guy.
The publicist just didn't tell him, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Publicist, and I'm making this for the record, a blanket statement. You are worthless, and you do what you do because you couldn't cut the mustard on the entertainment side.
Yeah.
It's exactly why you do what you do. So you have to shuttle around talented people and speak for them because no one will speak for you because you don't have talent. I hate publicists.
Ooh.
They are lying, spinning sacks of shit.
Well.
Overprotective.
Do you have one?
No. No. For what?
You will never have one?
For what? Hey, here's Jim Norton. Check him out. And I go to some soundbite.
Check him out.
Kwame doing a Marino joke.
The other big news here in New York City is Jason Giambi, who said absolutely nothing. There was this huge...
Everyone was waiting.
There was this huge press conference at Yankee Stadium. Giambi, he admitted, I guess, that in testimony or whatever, the investigation that he...
Yeah, grand jury testimony.
That he used steroids. So this was his first press conference since that info came out, so everyone was expecting him to talk about it a little bit.
To fess up and say, yeah, I did these steroids. I'm not on them anymore. Going to work through this. Going to get through this thing. Keep her chin up. And apparently he didn't.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Ralphie May will just be sitting there at a table with no one but himself, eating without utensils.
It really is going to be an awful wedding.
Jay Mohr will be throwing up something that smells like Vicks Vapor Rub in the corner. Oh, boss is finished.
Jay's in the paper today.
For what?
What did Jay Mohr do, Anthony?
Yeah, that's a cute little story. The headline is Granny Heckler. Jay Mohr's raunchy comedy almost raised an extra $25,000 for charity on Saturday when an outraged grandmother offered to pay that much if Mohr would just shut his dirty mouth. At a Minneapolis fundraiser for kids with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, the last comic standing star joked about how well endowed he was and how he wanted to bag the female auctioneer. The fed-up granny finally had enough and shouted to Mohr that she'd donate $25,000 if he'd shut up. He didn't stop and thanked Grandma before he left the stage. That's the whole story.
Is he well endowed? I'm trying to remember when he was banging that black hooker. In the next room.
Was he? Allegedly?
The black hooker, Chocolate.
Chocolate. 7.5, I've heard, Jay, about 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah, I guess that would be
I'm
about
impressed
right.
with that.
Keith is, and
I doubt he is.
Yeah, he laughs at 7.5.
7.5. No, you can't do that. 7.5 is small. I think
small,
it's small.
huh?
Yeah.
See, I knew Keith would laugh
small.
at that.
Jay always said he was a grower, not a shower.
Right.
Which was what he always said. So
a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, like if you just pull it out.
Some guys have, it's a nice presentation. It's happening already. And other guys, you're hung like an acorn, but it grows to a massive thing.
I remember years ago, Florentine and Wildwood used to pull trains with Keith. And I knew Keith, but not as well as I do now. And Florentine would go, the guy's so abusive to women. All he does is hit them and pull their hair. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
All he would talk about...
Disgusting.
No, Florentine. All he would talk about was how big Keith's mule was and how it hooked to the left. And how he liked to hurt girls with it.
What else do you have? You got a big penis, you hurt women.
Oh, my God.
You won't turn down a nice guy the next time, will you, bitch? Jeez.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Opie and Anthony.
Hello?
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 It sounded like Stephen Lynch and Tyke.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jay Mohr.
Jay Mohr!
When you roll,
Jay,
when you roll. Hey, what's up, handsome?
what the hell, Jay?
Have we just crossed lines? We haven't been able to get a hold of you, or what the hell's going on?
I've called you guys probably a half dozen times, and this is the first time your moron phone sausage slapper didn't quiz me and then not let me through.
Because we figured you'd probably be one of the first guests we had on the show. We've been on for a year and a half now.
And your phone screen is like, I know it's really you. What do you do for a living? Where do you live? I said, come on, I'm up early. I'm on my way to a job. What job are you working on? And then I go, oh, fuck off, and I hang up. And then I left like a dozen messages on the FU line. He never played those. And
those were, Jay left messages on the FU line?
I did, because I'd read it on my satellite in my truck, and I'd be like, fuck you, and I just, whatever floated my boat that day, I'd curse someone out.
Do you?
And then I cursed out Frenchie like 10 phone calls in a row.
Rumor has it you have XM?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do? Do you subscribe to the Opie and Anthony show? No, you don't, do you?
you just got real quiet. I can barely hear you now.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
What the heck is going on?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Anthony wanted to know if you actually got the XM. And
I've had XM. I had it before you guys were on it.
And did you subscribe to our premium service?
I did, and now I get it for free, so someone owes me $6.
$6. What have you been doing, man?
Having a baby, just kind of hanging out with my son.
We heard about the baby thing.
I got a divorce, made a couple tabloids.
Yeah, we read that. We read that, and we're wondering what the hell happened.
What do you mean?
Did it just, kind of, the relationship kind of went to the wayside? Because you two seemed very close.
When you drive into a tunnel, it says clearance 14 feet.
Yeah.
We were like 14 feet and a quarter inch at all times.
Really?
And you kept deflating the tires to get through that tunnel, and eventually you just didn't feel like putting in the extra work.
Where's Buttercock Scotchcock?
What?
Where's Big Tits? Yeah, where's Eat a Bullet Boy?
I'm right here, bro.
Hey, are you working anywhere this weekend?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Where in Florida?
West Palm Beach Improv. Why? What's going on? Where are you going to be?
No, I was just curious. If I wanted to come see you, how would I get tickets there?
Oh, thank you.
Wow, come on, guys.
Yeah, well, we're used to the Jimmy plugs, but not like that.
Are you still finding out with me?
What?
This is what I went through with your phone screeners to get through. Today was all right, but it's like it was like getting an escort. He's like, "What's your number? All right, let me call you back immediately."
Well, this whole thing's been a drama. Ben talks to us almost every day. Well, Jay said he's calling tomorrow, and then you don't call, and then Jay was busy doing this.
Ben didn't in touch with me until Anthony was in tournament. So anything he said prior to that is a lie.
All right, we'll get Ben in here.
I got friends of mine going, how come you're not on the show? I'm like, I don't know. The booker and producer never let me know how to get in touch with them.
Dude, we need celebrities on the show. We wouldn't blow you off. We need anyone we can get at this point.
Hi, guys.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying we would have. And Steve is Steve. Jay didn't leave messages on FU line. That's what Steve's saying. Get these guys in here.
That's a lie. All I do is I drive around, I dial a stupid FU line. I said FU to Frenchie. I said FU to the screener not putting my call through. I said FU to you guys for having Voss on before me. Then I called back and said, really, FU for having Frenchie on before me?
Yeah, we expected you right from the start.
Yeah, we thought we'd start the show and the first call would be from Jay Mohr.
Hey, did you really go to the Super Bowl with Nikki Cox?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that your new squeeze?
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
How was it being in a tabloid?
Wow.
Whatever you read in the tabloids is true.
I love it. He's not even denying anything.
Especially when it's a hottie. No, she's great, man. She's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got divorced. We filed like 4 months ago.
Was it a nice, pleasant divorce, or was there anger and throwing things?
No, she was a peach.
And I'm going to take everything from you, and like.
No, they say it's half, but it's not. It starts at half. It's like being with a bookie.
It starts at half.
Mm-hmm. It starts at half, and then you get alimony and child support. So it's like being with a bookie. You pay your debt, and they're like, well, what about the juice?
Oh, Jesus, that's got to amount to a lot of cash.
It's like like 70%.
And what about the house? Do you still live? Where did you have to get an apartment? And she lives in a house.
No, I bought the house before we were married, and I rent a beach house down in Huntington Beach. So I made out like that.
But isn't that part of marital property, even though you owned it beforehand, or did you have a prenup or something?
Not in California.
Really?
And you can have. I just want custody of my son, so you can have all the money in the world. I don't care.
There you go.
I'll go work Uncle Sputchy's Chuckle Hut.
And it only took 4 months to get the divorce?
No, it's not finalized yet.
It's not over.
Oh, okay. Because Anthony's took, we were talking about this yesterday, 3
about
years?
3 years.
It takes forever.
About 3 years with Dominic Barbara as my wife's lawyer, so that was nice and fun to have to do.
You know what happens? It's like you're right about to finish up, and then one of their girlfriends get in their ears, and they're like, I need to wash your dryer. It's like, well, come fucking take it. What do you want from me?
Yeah, people start yapping to them. And they give them ideas. You deserve that.
They get a divorce. They got robbed.
Yeah, you deserve that, girl. You put in your time.
You stuck by him when he was nothing.
Yeah, that old gag.
Well, she wrote all the jokes for you, right?
Yeah.
She did right. She was like Rodney's wife. She'd tell him into my ear when I was on stage and shock me with a prod when I fucked him up. Rodney's wife used to say, no, you ever see that when Rodney's wife had like the IFB and she'd speak into a mic and tell his jokes into his ear when he was on stage?
No, she did that for him?
Yeah, like the last year of his life when he was at the Laugh Factory, you just watched him to see if he pissed his pants on stage.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Oh. Hey, Wayne, it's a private club. Don't tell anybody you're Jewish, all right? Okay.
And she was giving him his lines? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he'd wear, it's true, I saw it with my own eyes. My own eyes! He'd wear an IFB in his ear, and then she'd be upstairs with a book of his jokes and a microphone, and she'd just whisper them into a microphone, and he'd repeat them, and there'd be these awkward pauses in between jokes.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And I would to grab one of her tits during his act just to hear Rodney go,
Would she tell him the whole joke or just key it?
I don't know. I just saw her speaking into the mic. It was very...
Why were they allowing him to work at that point?
Wow.
Huh?
Why were they allowing him to work at that point? Someone should have stepped in and said, look, man,
It's Wally Sparks, dude.
She's pumping every penny out of him.
Are you going to tell Wally Sparks he can't take the stage?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Jeez, so a lot of changes in your life there, Jay.
Hey, Jay, Last Comic Standing, they did, obviously I was with you there on season 2 for a little while. Season 3, they seem like they kind of just jumped right into. Are they going to do anything with that, or they kind of wreck it by doing that?
They wrecked it, and we didn't want to do it. And they said when Friends and Frasier were gone, and they needed something for the fall, and they asked us to do Last Comic Standing, but a different version of it with no house.
Yeah, the house is like the fun part.
Well, that's Evening at the Improv.
Right? Yeah.
They said, yeah, it's good. And they're like, no, it's terrible. Can you imagine, The Apprentice, a month later, you bring back all the losers from The Apprentice, with no boardroom? It was just stupid.
They just work and film them working?
And so then they canceled it with a week to go. I was like, you guys are fucking brilliant.
They wrecked the franchise.
We all know it's because a black guy won, and NBC can't have a black person winning a reality show.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, dip. Oh, Donnie, I feel bug nice right now, son.
Are you playing in the area? I'm hearing rumors.
No, no tickets got sold, so the promoter had to cancel.
Oh, come on, where?
It was at the State Theater in New Brunswick and the State Theater in Easton, Pennsylvania, on my tour of theaters only called State.
Oh, goddamn.
You missed me, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
You know something? Everyone was bashing you. The instant
I know.
feedback.
I listened to it all, and I just sat through it and said, the sunshine's a good cleaner. The sun will come out and everything will get cleaned up.
You know our listeners. They don't forget anything. They don't put anything down, and they're brutally loyal to this program. A couple of guys, let's see. Roast this fucker for taking so long. Don't go easy on him. Shut up, Jay. Hang up the phone, you skank. Hey, remember that one? Hang up the phone, you skank.
All my fingers, it's shit.
Is Jay ever coming into the studio? get Jay Mohr off the phone, like they're angry that you didn't you stop in sooner.
Sounds like they're angry I stopped in at all.
I got to say in defense of Jay, it's like, look, yeah, everyone wanted Jay to call in sooner, but he did have a lot of shit going on. I mean, when you're going through a divorce, it's not exactly easy to, and you're fighting for custody. It's, your first priority is not to call into a radio show.
But
so,
I did call in. That's the thing. I was guest hosting, like the Roger Lodge fucking extravaganza, whatever, like some sports talk show out in L.A. And I was like sitting on a toilet, like 20 minutes before I was going to go on the air. It's like the only time I'm ever awake when it's dark out. And I don't know if it was Eric or whoever. They're like, how do I know it's really you? I'm like, it's me. Well, what are you working on? I was like, come on, dude.
They did not do that to
like, the more questions he asked me, the less time I would have to be with you guys.
That's what I heard. I heard a lot of people, the phone screener was giving him a lot of grief.
They should just, put him through.
Put him through. If it wasn't Jay anyway, it would make for good radio.
We would know it.
We would know it in a second.
Now, where's Steve saying I didn't call the FU line?
Yeah, where's Steve? Where's Ben?
Everyone's hiding.
Yeah, they went for the head because they're all fucking right.
Ben has no problem starting all sorts of rumors, but we're trying to get him in here, and he's just he's sitting at his computer.
First we have
jerky, true carry, glasses, faggot.
Make him believe that he doesn't hear us right now. Now Steve has entered the studio with his blonde hair,
blonde locks.
Anthony, how did you do in the poker thing, Anthony?
In the poker thing? I did all right. I sat at a table. I couldn't have gotten one of the tables with like celebrities. I sit at a table and it's full of poker pros, superstars.
You, the executioner, and Amarillo Slim.
It was the worst. So I was sitting there. I did all right. I lasted a few hours. It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Well, you said all you wanted to be was not the first one out.
Not the first one out, and I wanted to have a good hand.
Destroyer.
That's it. I wanted to have a couple of good hands against the pros.
Called it OPIE Destroyer.
Oh, wasn't that great? Ed Asner was cursing me out.
Lose the wasp.
Get rid of the fucking wasp, he said.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay, Lou. Well, we have Steve in the studio. Steve.
Yeah. We got calls from Billy La Machine telling us that Jay had called the FU line, and Ben and I and Eric went through maybe 100 of these messages going back 4 days at a time, and we couldn't find a single one that even remotely sounded like Jay.
Billy called me and said they want to know what you said so they can find it faster.
Yeah.
How is that? Is it like an email?
Yeah, it's keywords. That's exactly what it is. We're looking through audio clips that are sent in via email. That's how the voicemails work.
Well, perhaps Jay, you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't say fuck enough times in the FU line message for Steve to put it on. Every
Wouldn't
message.
the subject matter be Jay Mohr?
What?
Yeah, the key word would have been Jay Mohr.
No, then we didn't find a single one, and we all looked.
And now we got Ben in the studio. Now Ben is ready to confront Jay Mohr.
I'm not confronting Jay's just hard to get a hold of. And he calls me back. You call back like a week later.
I called and guys, you don't understand. I've been calling the show probably twice a week for however long you've been on the air.
Wow. No, Steve says no.
It's not like Ben and I would actively cock-block this guy's appearance. We have no motive. We have no motive in that regard.
Why would you want Jay on this show? I mean, why? I don't get it.
We've wanted Jay since the first day. We wanted Jay to be one of the first guests.
How come you're not calling him back?
If you were a comic, Steve.
Jesus Christ. Pimp hand.
Anthony, divorce is like the worst, right?
Ugh, stinks.
But did you have that, like, when you're going through it, that moment of clarity where you realized everything was going to be fine?
No, I'm still not through that. As I write my checks every 3 months, as I sign that check, oofa.
I did not want to get divorced. Like, I had, like, this whole thing about a two-parent household and how important it is to the child. And then I was on staying at this little house on the beach, and I was with this Argentinian girl, and I was banging her, and she goes, fuck me like I'm bad. And I go, all right, and I, like, smack her ass, and she turns around, it was fucking her doggy style, and she turns around and she goes, no, fuck me like I'm bad, and she spits on my stomach.
Wow.
And I go, okay, you little fucking bitch, and I start fucking her, and I'm, like, kind of choking her, and her eyes are kind of bugging out of her head, and I had issues, rage issues with women at the time anyway.
Of course.
And then I had, like, my fingers in her mouth. Like I was going bleh, like I was making a face, like pulling her cheeks apart with my fingers.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking her and I'm pulling her hair, and then I pulled out and I came in her face, and I thought to myself, this just might work.
Oh
This might be my new pass.
You were giving her the fish hook.
Yeah, with both hands, dude. It was rape, actually.
Oh, God. That is funny.
How hot was she?
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, of course. You're calling from L.A., Jay?
Huh?
You calling from L.A.?
No, Argentina, dude. Like a little pig from Argentina.
No, I mean...
When are you going to be in New York?
I'm not now. I had to cancel these dates. I don't know when I'm coming back.
You really had to cancel?
Yeah, I had like 30% of the tickets sold, and the promoter's like, I'm going to take a bet.
What happened?
I don't know. Comedy's not big in Easton, unless your name's Larry Holmes. The Easton Assassin. Doesn't Larry Holmes look like when Billy Crystal does the old Jew makeup? The lips.
That's good.
Hey, how about on the Oscars when Robin Williams did a fucking Elmer Fudd impression?
It was awful, wasn't it?
Stop.
Like, I was always kind of non-partial, and I never got involved in the he's good, he's bad argument. And then I just went, you suck, cock, big elephant dick.
But they were applauding him like crazy for that act.
I'm like, oh my God. I think he did that evening at the Improv when Gordon Jump hosted.
Wow. This is an old hack now.
I actually enjoyed it, and it's funny.
Shut up.
My managers and I watched it, and we had a nice laugh together.
Yeah, the common manager that you share with him? You phony.
Jim's manager, Ruben Kincaid.
Danny?
Nothing.
I laughed.
Oh, it's hacky.
Yeah, I laughed, though.
It's early for me. I woke up to piss, and then I said, you know what? Where's the hotline? La Machine gave me the hotline, and Billy Mack gave me the hotline yesterday.
La Machine.
Are you going to
So yesterday I got the new hotline, and I'm calling today.
Are you going to remember even calling us later today?
Oh, yeah. I'm not Steve-O.
No, you heard the Steve-O?
I hear every day. It's my favorite, dude. You guys are my boys.
That guy's out of his mind.
All right, well.
I love that goddamn show, that Wild Boys show.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. They send him off.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's on MTV2. They send Steve-O and that other guy, what's his name? Chris Pontius.
Joe.
Pontius. And they send him off to like Africa and South America to like do things with animals. Like you would think Marlon Perkins, the old Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, they do it, but only instead of just hanging out and filming them, they're like smacking animals in the face and eating their crap and trying to pull dingleberries off their asses, getting kicked in the face, getting ripped apart. One time Steve-O put a fish in his ass and had a pelican like pecking at it, and it just grabbed his ass cheek and ripped it. And he's screaming, enough with that fucking bird. It's hysterical. The guy's completely out of his mind.
I finally saw Jackass the movie.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, it's hysterical.
That scene when they're on the golf course with those air horns. Dude, I never get to laugh out loud. That made me fucking laugh. I howled watching that.
Oh, just pissing those golfers off.
That awful air horn.
I do that with the car horn every golf course I pass.
I did it yesterday with the car horn. I took my son to the zoo, and you got to go past the Griffith Park. There's like a golf course there on the way.
Yeah.
And guys are just lined up on their tee shots, and they're just blaring the horn at them.
It is fun to do.
How old is your son?
2.5.
Oh, cool.
2.5 already.
We've been off the air a long time.
Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
6'4", 220.
I remember the announcement on our program.
He's a big fuck.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was at the zoo, and the gorillas are closed because it's under construction. And you know when you have construction, you put the wall up to get those little circles so the guys can, like, peek through the holes, just look at the trucks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the entire construction crew was black.
Oh, stop it.
And they were on lunch break, and like the biggest, fattest one was like sitting on a cooler, like facing the other way, like one of them always does. And I remember thinking to myself, they have to know.
Oh my
like,
God.
They have to know how ridiculous this is. Like they're just sitting there, like one's facing the other way, two are arguing, like one's
that
facing
is
another
wrong.
one up the hill. One's asshole is turned inside out. Just like it wasn't closed except with orange vests.
Oh, is that
so
horrible?
glad you're on satellite.
That is horrible.
I wish I got the stock before it was at 29.
This is why we moved the show, by the way, so we could get our calls in from L.A.
Yeah, that's.
Hey,
yeah.
Sirius stock is at like $5.
Yeah, it went up. It had a little bump, and then it went back down again. Like everyone gave it the Howard Mel Karmazin bump up to like $9. And then boom,
I had a radio tour that I did for these 2 dates. It didn't work, obviously. But the last one was serious, and I blew it off. So when I spoke to you guys, I could say, nope. Didn't do it. I could not go on serious before I talked to you guys.
Where'd you cancel? Just Easton and New Brunswick? That's not that bad. 2 things?
Those are the only 2 dates I had. I don't go out anymore.
Oh, okay.
No?
Why would you? You got to stay home with Nikki. Would you? Why do you want to leave that?
Damn.
How cool is that, Jay? Come on.
How pissed was Bobcat?
I don't know, dude. I don't get involved.
Dude, you got involved, though. That's what happened.
I don't know nothing, man. I don't know nothing.
All right.
Don't give me the money, man. Don't give me the money. Give it to him. You're going to fuck me, you're going to fuck him.
Come on, let us live your life for 1 minute. How is it?
She's so hot that sometimes I lose my erection. Has that ever happened to you? Girl so hot.
Full circle, huh?
No, it's never happened to me. I've never had a chick that hot.
So hot, like my dick kind of goes, what's going on here? Time out. Let's talk this over. This is like, she's throwing like 101 here.
It feels it's not even worthy.
Yeah, and no, that's never happened to me before.
Wow, that's
she's
something.
awesome.
Was she still going out with Bobcat, though, when you moved in there?
No, they moved out and done their thing.
They were done? Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah, the tabloids had a little field day with that one.
I like Jay Mohr's bizarre love triangle.
Love triangle?
So, Jay.
Yes, sir.
You got to come clean now. Did you or did you not have sex with Chocolate live on our show that day?
Yeah.
Why? You know, it was in a adjacent studio. The glass was really thick. It was kind of dark in there, but we thought we were seeing it. We never got to the bottom of that one.
Jay did.
Yeah, no, I fogged up the glass, and those are before the New York Times over the windows days.
Yeah, it was the old, in Scotzo's old studio. Scott Muni, God rest his soul.
Did he die?
Yeah, Scotzo passed on to the great DJ Booth in the Sky.
Muni is let out.
Hey, do you
this studio smells like ass. What happened?
Scott Muni sounds like the guy with the voice box in South Park.
Do you still do Chris Penn?
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite impression that anybody does.
And no one does that impression.
That's why I love it.
I don't care how mad you are at me this side. Happens is Danny's going to be at us. Let's move some cars. It looks like Sam's fucking hot car lot out there. There's a girl went to one of Daddy's calls. This black shit called herself Lady E. Was he pissed off? I love Keitel in Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Roth is shot, and Buscemi goes, holy shit, is it bad? As opposed to good? Or bad, Lieutenant. Gentlemen, this series must go 7 games. The revenue money alone between those 2 towns, leave it on the Mets. Strawberry is going to break out. I went to the game yesterday, and I looked out Strawberry in his eyes, and he fucking told me he's saving it all for the big one.
Wow. That is really good.
Go any other way. Leave it on the Mets. Did I steer you wrong? Good. You owe me money.
Fucking no one does Harvey Keitel and Chris Penn.
That is right on the money.
I love his crazy logic, and then the fucking cops go, all right, fuck it, I'm in. He's like, I saw that Strawberry, and I looked him in his eyes. You know what? I didn't know that. All right, fuck it, I'm in.
All right, fuck it, I'm in. God damn, that is
Women
funny.
get raped every day. Now, because these 2 wear penguin suits, the church puts up a big reward. The church is a racket. Are you a Catholic? I'm a fucking Catholic. I'm blessed. You don't understand. This guy's going to blow up your house with your family in it. Good. You'll be doing me a fucking favor. Daniel, you little cocksucker.
Holy shit.
Good eyes. Good eyes, Daniel.
Very
good
funny.
eyes.
Chris Penn and
Couple beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Where were you tonight? Kit Kat Club? Couple beautiful girls in your daddy's car? Huh? No, I know what you did. Couple beautiful girls.
I like when actually seeing Jay do the Chris Penn one, and you actually spit like he does.
You're going to tell me this guy's going to decide? out of the fucking... Why do you tell me what really happened, Larry? Stop pointing that gun at my daddy. What the hell for? That lump of shit's working for the LAPD. Joe, I don't know what you think you know, but you're wrong. He's a good kid. He got shot in the gut. It's my fault he got shot in the gut.
All the dialogue. That's great.
Are you going to bark all day, little doggy, or am I going to be on a sitcom on basic cable in years? What was that? Because I didn't catch it. Am I going to be on tilt for $15,000 a week? What a zilch, Michael Madsen.
Oh, shit.
And the both are good.
God,
West Palm info.
Oh, West Palm this weekend.
Hey,
I wanted to watch you perform, tell your jokes. Where would I go? A couple beautiful girls in the audience.
God
It's
damn.
very similar to Colin, actually, Keitel.
Laugh my ass off.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, that is fucking hilarious.
Colin be like, Jim, you know, that's the thing, like performing in West Palm with Jim Norton. A bunch of people sitting around, screwing with Bubba the Love Sponge and Jim Norton on stage.
Oh, Colin.
You know.
I almost had a fight with Bubba the Love Sponge in studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why, did you try to take his bagel away from him?
He kept playing like these song parodies with the word nigger in them.
Really?
And he would dump it out, but like all the listeners and everyone on hold could like hear it, and everyone in the studio is like cackling, laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's not cool. It's just not good. I can't do it. He's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And they speak in like this bizarre language.
What?
Fat.
Jay, what was the problem?
No, that's what was fun. Is when he stopped.
Oh, because then he stopped and there was no more fun.
No,
I like
with Walter,
how
my road manager's black and my godson's black. I'm like, dude, I just, I'm like in high school I would have loved you, but now it's different.
Well, your zoo construction site story kind of blows that whole theory out of the water, Jay.
No, come on. Serena Williams is my favorite thing in the world.
God damn.
I want to fuck Serena Williams so bad.
You do?
Yeah.
You can do it now.
She's a beast.
You're a free man.
It's amazing.
Yeah, are you completely free, or are you settling down with this Nikki girl?
No, we settled in.
Yeah.
What would you do? Jesus Christ.
Well, she has something to do with it, I was thinking, and all right, she's into it too, huh?
What are you gonna do? Like go look for something better? She's the hottest thing I've ever laid eyes on, and she talks and everything. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and that's wrong. The way to a man's heart is through his fucking washing machine.
Really?
Oh, if you find a girl that does laundry, forget it.
Yeah, you gotta love girls that do the laundry.
Laundry never ends. I've been single 4 months, and it's like this. It's like having herpes.
Nikki Cox is doing your laundry?
Our laundry.
Yeah, I mean, doing both of your laundry?
I'm not going to be like, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
She's,
laundry.
Wash my underwear, what?
She's the best, dude. I'm telling you. She's really, her looks are like the least of her qualities.
Does she do the wash like in her underwear sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Do the laundry in her, and you look over and she's in her underwear? Isn't that the best? Wow.
I'm telling you. I've never had a girl that was so hot I lost my erection.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I've seen her. Like, I remember, I don't remember what she looked like, but I remember when I saw her, I was like, Jesus. I remember Goldthwait, I was like, I can't believe he hooked up with that beautiful girl. So I don't remember what she looks like, but I know when I saw her, I was blown away.
She's got to go to
you could have been
Google.
with anybody, you would have thought that.
No, that's not true. You'd be surprised what a few dollars can pick up. I've made some nice purchases in the last couple of years.
He's a nice guy, I'm sure.
Who?
Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know him. I've met him once.
I don't know the man. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, just tell him you don't want to drink Tab. He'll understand.
It must go 7 games.
Oh, man.
Hey,
yeah?
Patty really crawled across the studio naked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. She has come a long way, Jay.
Her new porn name, Patricia Brooks.
The body wasn't that bad, considering.
For a 50-year-old broad.
It really wasn't that bad.
You gotta give it to her.
For an old broad.
For an old broad.
Hey, hell, it's no Nikki Cox, but you know what? We had to start this whole thing over again, and we're not getting the talent yet, Jay. So even a Stalker Patty naked is better than nothing.
Oh, that is a good starting point because really, you could really improve upon that. We had that Polish girl in the other day.
Coming in today?
Huh?
Do you have any guests coming in today?
No, this is pretty much it. So
really?
You're it.
Hey, Ben, don't you think as a producer of the show, it's kind of your job to line up guests?
Dude, we have a professional booker. She can't even get the job done.
Well, where's Ben? I want to hear Ben's response to that.
We hear about who was supposed to be on the show is what we hear. We were supposed to have... Who was the big star we were supposed to have the other day? Vin Diesel was supposed to be on. So that was kind of cool.
He stood us up.
That he didn't show.
Instead, you got the duck.
Who?
From his pacifier movie.
From his bad movie. There you go. Yeah, I booked the duck from Pacifier.
And we were supposed to have Chris Jericho today, but he overslept.
What? Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah, there's an excuse every day why these people don't show up.
There is an excuse every
why
day.
Why these people don't show up on our show.
Well, if he overslept, that means he's up now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's not oversleeping. He overslept.
He'll be sleeping.
Is that Ross?
No.
Why'd you hear some slurping sound?
You know, it's amazing. What amazes me about Voss after working with him for 2 years on Last Comic Standing is for a guy that can't speak, all of his bits end in words he can't say. Like, I owe her money and I'm dodging her. Like, you couldn't say avoiding, which you can say flawlessly. Next time you have him on, try to get him to say, I eat sushi in church on Tuesday. And then just get the Gallagher tarp and cover yourself up.
Gallagher tarp. There she is.
Sushi in church on Tuesday. Wow. And if he does try to say it, he has to stop and swallow first.
Jesus.
Hey, we're looking at pictures of your squeeze.
We popped up a couple of pics on Google.
Look at him. He's in your face.
In your face. That's very, very nice. Yeah.
She's the best, dude.
Good job. Good job, Jay.
You done good. You done good.
She's lovely.
The series must go 7 games.
All right, you bastard. Hey, get in here, though, one day. You got to come and stop in when you're in New York.
Dude, I will do nothing else other than your show. And I canceled Sirius yesterday because I would never be able to look you in the eye knowing that I did that bullshit company before I did you.
Thank you, Jay.
Ozzy's going to be there Monday?
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Supposed to be. He better be.
Hopefully he won't oversleep or...
Jimmy's going to be like a babbling schoolgirl.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be just an ass. I have to prepare questions because I'll have nothing to say, like, spur of the moment. Do you remember that Bugs Bunny when the Sinatra rooster and the Bing Crosby rooster are like competing and all the chickens are just like
they're swooning, yeah,
they're shooting eggs up their ass? That's Jimmy.
Yeah, I really will be a blithering idiot.
Jim, what's the number to West Palm Beach if somebody wanted to get tickets to your show?
I honestly don't have it in front of me. I should.
Oh my
but I don't.
God!
No, I don't. I don't think about plugs when I'm on this program. I just think about having fun and doing the show.
So it's the West Palm Beach Improv?
Yeah, so tomorrow through Saturday.
So if you went to, like, improv.com, for example, like if I'm online right now, let me just figure out how to route this through.
It might be Improv Comedy Clubs or improvclubs.com. Or you can go to eatabullet.com and link to it from my calendar page.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your website, eatabullet.com?
561-833-1812.
That's the number of your website?
No, that's the number of... no, you can't call a website. That's the number of the Improv.
Oh, I got confused. So the West Palm Beach Improv is what?
561-833-1812.
1812.
Yeah. A lot of big laughs.
Yes, sir.
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you, Jay.
We
always have fun.
Fried raviolis at Joey Paisan's.
Hey, we'll go to Paisano on Mulberry Street. Have some fried raviolis.
Oh, let me tell you a quick Frenchie story, okay? Why I called to say fuck you, and then I know you guys probably have to take some kind of break, right?
Not really.
Something.
We could just keep going.
How many times has Frenchie come to my shows for free and just sat there in the dressing room like drooling going, yes, you come to my restaurant, it's very good. Like every single time, all he does is ask me to go to his restaurant, right?
Yeah. Do you ever go?
Yeah. hence the stories to follow.
Okay.
So, but I admire your enthusiasm.
just moving it along, Jay.
So, when my book comes out, I get the publishers in New York and everything, and I'm going to take them all out to dinner. And I'm like, I know just the place. So I get all these people from Hyperion and like 3 of my friends, and we go to Frenchie's restaurant. He's like Eric Roberts in Pope Greenwich Village waiter. Like, he's that low on the totem pole, and he always makes it like it's his restaurant. Like, he's just a bum. And he's not. There's 2 waiters in there. He's not even our waiter. And then at the end of the night, he comes over and he puts a fucking $300 check in front of me. And I literally did like a pesky, like, you gotta embarrass me, make me look like a schmuck in front of my friends.
You should have clobbered him over the head with a bottle.
Hey, you wanted me to christen his kid to split. $7 grand I charge. He gave me a fucking $300 check, and I'm like, what? Yes, I took off the ice cream. Like, something was free, and it made it worse.
I've gone there many, many times with many, many people, and I have never, ever gotten a break on the check.
I went in there one time, I got a free dessert. That's why I never went back.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, but he's always like talking it up, like he owns it, and come on in, I'll wine you, I'll dine you.
Yeah, you
think. He doesn't sweat you. He's like, hey, if you feel like it, come down. You go down, boom, there's appetizers on your table by the time your ass hits the seat.
Oh, with Joey, you leave with more money than you came in with. Amazing.
Sunday, you picked up a check for 9 of us, Joey.
Yeah.
9 of us. I was just looking for a slight break.
Well, you can do that when you work in construction.
There you go.
Right. In the sanitation business. Yeah, I hear you. I never got a break. I kept going back many times because it was really good food, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Really good food, French food, fags.
It was French food, but...
Hey, Jay, someone from Wagbag, they don't forget anything. They want to know if you were begging to try to get on Howard's show, because Howard made a whole deal about that.
If I what?
Howard went off on a whole rant about you, saying that you were trying to beg to be on his show.
No.
You badmouthed him in an interview. Jay badmouthed him in an interview. Bashed him.
Right, and then Howard claimed that you were begging to get on the show.
Well, he was saying...
I don't beg for nobody.
I think.
Wait, I got the clip.
Of Howard?
Yeah.
All right, let's listen.
This is the beauty of the new show, Jay. We get to play all these clips.
We play whatever we want.
That calls Howard.
I know what did happen is...
Hold on.
Sorry, I was rinsing my mouth out. I had phone calls from friends telling me that he was talking about me, and then I clicked over and listened, and Gary was suggesting me as a guest, and Howard said, no, because I don't know what I would talk to him about. And it was like really like boring, and I turned it.
Well, here it is. Here's the clip.
Hey, Mitch, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that Jay Mohr ripped off one of your bits on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
Jesus. What do you do?
He was actually breathing while he was telling one of his jokes.
Oh, very funny. Very funny. The guy bashed him. Nailed him. He walked right into it.
Yeah, the guy, Howard's all happy thinking he's got one of these stupid rip me off things again.
He was actually breathing.
Did you hear that, Jay?
I invented that, Robin.
That's awesome. Let me tell you about Marconi, Robin. Yes, and you do great, Howard. That makes me happy when you do that.
Thank you, Jay Mohr.
It continues. Listen.
Telling one of his jokes, kind of like you do. I think you invented that.
Hey, Jay, why don't you stop calling the show? You're not coming on ever.
Also, at this point, Howard thinks...
Oh, yeah, I did hear this. And I was like, is this guy delusional? Thing I call it myself.
Of course. I forgot to... Yeah, Howard thinks he's talking to Jay Mohr. That's what makes this so beautiful.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, now we got to start over. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because the guy sounds so much like me.
What a lunatic.
Hey, Mitch, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that Jay Mohr ripped off one of your bits on Jimmy Kimmel last night.
What do you do?
He was actually breathing while he was telling one of his jokes, kind of like you do. I think you invented that.
Yeah, boy. Hey, Jay, why don't you stop calling the show? You're not coming on ever.
Oh,
I think you'd have more to do.
Yeah.
Do you think he's serious?
Isn't Jay the comic who tried for years to get on our show and then trashed me on the Opie and Anthony show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, F him.
He stood on the side of the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
He stood there, not unlike Jim Carrey 10 years earlier, just waiting to get on the show.
Jim got on and Jay didn't.
Right.
And so...
oh, you want to say like I'm a loser like Jim Carrey.
You're a loser.
We did Jim Carrey, boss.
You're a loser like the guy that makes $20 million a picture.
I can't take it anymore. Like every once in a while, I like the show, but I I just can't take. I mean, I know like they all get paid to agree with him, but it gets to a point where it's just awful.
Yeah, how about once in a while, just not agreeing with the guy?
Yeah, we were saying that earlier, man.
The blacks don't want to work, Robin. I know. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
You think he'd have better things to do than call a show? He does, because that isn't him. Jesus Christ, you...
Let me hear it again. That guy sounds nothing like me. He sounds like one of my uncles.
It continues.
And so, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. So after being a super fan, he trashes me. Because he's got no goddamn convictions or morality or anything.
You hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I hurt his feelings. Because he's such a scary talent. Now he's doing Star Search.
No, I'm having sex with Nicky Cox, you heeb.
God damn. He's right about the morality, though.
Yeah, you don't have any morality, that's for sure, but Jesus, you're having a good time, though.
Wow.
What a tool.
It continues.
Now he's doing Star Search. Great. Good luck.
By the way, I have to take back what I said about that show. I watched the rest of it. It was abominable.
All right.
Boy, New York comedians were really bad.
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
How good's a comedian going to be on television where you're not allowed to say anything? I mean, seriously, think about it.
Well, they did do some bleeping, but, man.
And bleeping always makes everything funny.
Well, it made Ozzy funny, so I guess the comedians thought it would help them.
He sounds grumpy and tired.
Oh, always.
He's just calling it in at this point. Sirius has no idea how bad that deal really is. They have no clue yet.
His $500 million deal, Jesus. Nice.
I don't understand how they're going to make that work.
That's some serious cash. Man, you got to give him that. Making some real money.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Jay. Oh. Are you like?
Did he get us?
Are you getting me?
I think he
no.
got.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the reverse silent game.
Yes.
Opie, no more. I don't know. No more Sandy.
No, we're done too.
Right.
Yeah, Jay. Well, dude, you got Nikki. Well, honestly, I don't even care. I mean, yeah, it's over. It's over. Seemed like it was a tough time off for everybody. It seems like she broke up with me 5 weeks after we got canceled. So
it was probably the first time you ever had to talk to each other.
No shit. I lost my career and my chick all within like a month and a half. Yeah. We were coming home. I mean, I knew we had problems, and we were coming home from Montreal, and I looked over at her, and I go, wow, you're just not into this anymore. She goes, yeah, you're right.
Wow, really? Was that how it happened?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Is she seeing anybody now?
I don't know. I don't really care.
I don't care,
I wasn't saying
Robin.
for me. I was, but I mean.
What?
What?
I've been having a fine time since, so I don't really care. And then Dice, his whole thing broke up. And then Barry Williams, his marriage broke up.
Dice and Barry Williams were going out? I didn't know that.
The Barry Williams one, I'm scared to call him another friend of the show, but that thing sounds a little too strange to get into. Because I knew the Williams pretty well. From, hanging out in L.A., I've hung with them a bunch of times, and then when they came to New York, they seemed like a very, very happy couple. And then it makes the tabloids that they're getting a divorce and that she wants full custody and she only wants a nanny around when Barry sees his own son.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, wow, something really bad had to happen there.
Yeah, because the son's 16. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. So we haven't got to the bottom of that one. I don't know if we ever will, but...
Well, you should just have all your friends that are getting divorced on the show.
Well, no, I mean, it's unbelievable, You, Barry, Dice.
But you know what makes up for it all? Voss is getting married.
Me, right? My relationship broke up. Ben's.
Yeah, Ben's did.
Steve's will.
Steve.
He just doesn't know it yet.
How many martinis?
Black Earl and his dungeon master.
Black Earl.
Earl. I haven't had a relationship.
Well, you're a smart man, I guess.
I settle down with a different girl every night.
Yeah, don't pay any more religion.
Hey, but it sounds much nicer in Italian.
Yeah, you know what? I had
one dog looking one way, one looking the other, guy in the middle saying, what do you want from me?
Jay, I had a really weird 2 years, I got to tell you, man. It was weird.
Well, tell us now.
Well, I've brought up most of them. It started with
before we got fired, like a month before we got fired, my grandma died, who was like a mother figure to me, okay? So she dies. Then
That's not funny.
No, I know. Then I lose the career. Then I lost the long-term chick. Then my my best friend moves to L.A. Then my uncle drops. And then I lost my dad 4 days after we signed this contract. Like just one after another. My whole life got completely turned upside down.
The listeners are home on their soundboards hitting the laugh thing. To get back
That's terrific.
That's terrific. All right, I can do it to myself, you know. There you go.
That's terrific. I must say I like that laugh, but I do kind of miss the Cape Fear one, and the short car crash is infinitely better than the long car crash.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. So look it up.
Which one's the short car crash?
That's this one.
I agree. That's by far. What's the long one?
We had one a while ago, the old one from the old show that just went on and on.
Oh, I like this one. Yeah.
Big wreck.
Yeah, this one's great because there's that airbag pop.
Yeah, you do hear that.
Oh, my God. We're looking at Nikki Cox's pictures from FHM.
Jesus.
Wow.
Good
She's all right.
God.
She's all right.
Good God, man.
She's all right. That's a nice little top she's got on. Is that in the laundry pile
These
at
guys
home?
are the best. And it'll be like during like an awful patch of the show. I'm like, no, seriously, they really are.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Uncle Sandy's got a dildo in her mouth. No, seriously, these guys are really funny.
When they're not doing that, they're pretty clever, pretty entertaining. Look at us all just catching up. It's been way too long, Jay.
Certainly has.
Oh, Bubby.
So...
All right, Jim, West Palm Improv this weekend, right?
I will be there Thursday through Saturday, and I'm telling you, I'm really going to have some good jokes for the crowd.
There you go.
What kind of material do you do? That's always my favorite question.
Yeah, where do you get your ideas?
Well, why don't you bring it up? I don't have a joke for that, but I set someone else up for it.
Well, Norton will be in West Palm. Jay Mohr will be in Nikki Cox, and...
Al. Norton, are you the one that hates when people say, am I remembering correctly, when you say laugh out loud?
LOL.
Yeah, drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It makes me, I don't know if you've said all this before, so if you have, stop me, but when people type that, I want to fucking smash my keyboard. Like, I'm really supposed to believe that you're typing and laughing maniacally every fifth sentence.
Worse than that is the image of someone rolling on the floor laughing.
I only want to see that if their fucking apartment is on fire and they're trying to survive. Or LMAO laughing my ass off. Yuck.
Maybe you can give me some free tickets, huh?
Yeah, I'll come by tomorrow, LOL. It's like, what the fuck is funny about that?
I'll come by tomorrow.
No, I won't. Yeah, it's
just
awful.
kidding. Wink. Semicolon and the fucking smaller than sign.
Makes me sick. JK. Ugh.
What's that?
That's just kidding.
Oh, no.
Well, you type, and then you have to type back GA. That's the response.
And what was that?
Get AIDS.
A big bucket of AIDS, like chum.
All right, Jay.
What's Connor up to these days, Jim?
Who's that?
Connor?
Little Connor?
Yeah.
Oh, you were listening to all that, too, huh? What a hit that was.
The T-shirt that said, Dad's Little Chum.
Little Chum. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, we went through quite the phase.
And the Ramon promos is probably the lowest you guys have ever gotten.
Ramon. Love that one.
From the listeners.
Oh, I know. That was bad.
With that, like, God of Thunder synthesizer voice.
Just awful, cheesy voice that was on there. Really bad. Yeah.
Another day outside under the blue sky. Ramon, give me your thumb. Like, it didn't even make sense.
It didn't make sense. That was awful.
So you guys, who answered the phone? Eric?
Danny.
We
got a whole new. We pretty much have a whole new crew that works for us.
Danny?
No answering the phones. That's the important thing.
Well, the world needs pitch stickers.
We got rid of a bunch of people and brought in some new blood there, Jay.
All right, well, tell them I'm in the hood now. I'm calling.
All right. Yeah, we moved Steve up, and we moved Ben up. Stinky's working somewhere else, doing very well. And there you have it.
And Rick Delgado's in the unemployment line humming the Tsunami song.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
A tree right through her head. Jay, we're on satellite radio and we're paranoid every day. That guy, the first chance he got, went right for the thing that would get you fired.
Screaming chinks. Hello.
And he lived in the press release when it listed all the people's names that got laid off and fined. It was like Lady Diva X.
Yeah.
And
I guess he was on like a Hot 97 type program.
Yeah, hip hop station.
Todd Lynn got in big trouble for that too. He lost everything, man. He had a deal with ABC or some network. He lost. Todd lost.
Who?
You know Todd Lynn, black comic?
No.
He was on 97, but that Tsunami song. He was the guy that said I'm going to go shoot Asians.
Great.
Yeah. He lost everything.
All right.
And the Grease Man's back, right?
Is he?
Really?
Yeah, he's doing something somewhere.
Oh, he's terrific.
Is he on commercial radio or is still just buying time? Because I know he buys time. Like he goes to a radio station and goes, I need about 2 hours of programming time for the Greaseman show. And then he pays for it. And then he goes out to businesses and sells airtime, sells his own time to try to recoup the money. So you go out to the local chicken place or, yeah, Popeye's a fried chicken there. Go down there and get a wing. and there he is hawking goods to try to pay for the airtime that he bought. So it's like an infomercial, but it's his show that he puts commercials on.
Oof. That's brilliant, actually.
It really is clever. I'm an evil genius here. Not bad. At least
guys,
he's back.
listen.
Yeah. Yes, Jay. He did
got
get
it
us.
good.
That was a good one. Hey, guys, listen. And we listened. That was a good one. You got to give it to him.
That was a very, very funny phone call. Jay was on fire today, man.
That was good.
Fucking Chris Penn and Keitel.
Very funny.
Is that?
Well, slowly but surely getting the band back together.
Yeah. Very funny.
I said some bad things about Jay, but,
you love Jay, man. You were hurt because you didn't call in. It's like why did the guy kind of abandon the show? You were hurt. It wasn't that you don't like Jay.
Definitely pissed off that we didn't get him on sooner, that's all. Same with Dice. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
People say things, they lash out when they're wounded or hurt. That's all it is. It's like a relationship.
Say things you later want to take back.
Jay, Jay, if you're still listening, I'm sorry.
Aw.
You wounded me.
Jay was very nice to me when I was in L.A. and doing Last Comic Standing and in New York.
All right, cool.
He's very good.
Why don't we take a break?
All right.
Actually, New York, not L.A. Vegas. And
For the people that are still listening to the program.
LOL.
Actually, that type of radio is the best, right?
JK.
GA.
Oh, JK, I meant Jew killer. What?
Jesus.
I'm not a racist. Can't do a little racist humor?
Yes, you can.
Of course I can. What time is our meeting with Shemper?
Oh, Eric Logan? I think he's wandering around already. He's wandering around already.
Did you see him?
No.
Is he in our office? Where are we having this meeting?
I don't know.
Is it going to be in here in our studios?
Probably at Supercuts.
Wow, who's that?
Lemon Tree. What is that? What is
Ben.
No, you idiot.
No, that's the guy who Jim talked to earlier on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no details. Just blah, 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 blah. Wow, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's telling you about the book deal.
Yeah.
Wow, Jim wants to rip your throat out right now.
Sometimes I want to rip his throat out, too. He's an instigator.
Oh. I'm going to sit back and watch this.
Let's just kick your feet up.
I'm going to put my feet up on the console.
That's Jerry, the sales guy. I can't humor everyone %. Mm-hmm. He's here to talk to us about sales stuff.
What?
Really?
Dude, we got to go home.
Now we got meetings all day today. We got Eric, then you guys got to record stuff, then there's a sales meeting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, meeting with the Rams.
I hope it could be done through my telephone on my OnStar. I'll hit the button. I'll go call studio, and then we can have our meeting as I'm driving down the LIE.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You all right, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Jim's
back. Just a little temporary lapse of reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jim's back. Everything's fine. Go ahead. Turn the mics off and go into spots. I want to see this.
Can we go back live if action happens?
Of course not.
No? God damn it. This place has to be wired differently. Anyway, don't forget tomorrow we're broadcasting live from the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yes.
Here in New York City. That's on 57th Street between 7th and Broadway. And should be a lot of fun broadcasting from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Kegs and eggs. And it's going to be fun.
First St. Patty's Day.
Kind of our first live broadcast, especially in the New York area.
What the? Who? What?
Right?
First, what? When?
First live broadcast since coming to XM. No,
we did it live at the goddamn in Vegas.
I said New York.
Did a live? Oh, if
this is
New
our
York,
backyard.
New York.
What the?
I'm hoping that we get a nice turnout.
By the way,
it'd be nice to see some old faces and some new faces.
Bit of good news. Friday morning, marketing is coming up to put up some posters for it.
Oh yeah, good. For Friday, they're coming in for us.
Yeah, Ben, is that true, or was that one of your rumors?
I mean, what? What are you talking about?
That marketing didn't know we were doing.
I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that.
Why not? There's nothing wrong with
It's
that.
not my place to comment.
Ben's
on
not
there.
commenting.
All right, I was just asking.
He comments in the office.
Oh yeah,
where Ben has his comments.
He has lots of comments
Never
in the
on
office.
air.
Yeah, but that's in the office.
In the office.
In the office.
Believe me, a lot of things are said in the office that are not meant for the air.
And so,
I'm sure Steve was happy
an
about
hour's
that
worth of
comment
my
about him 5
conversations.
minutes ago.
Oh, Steve, I was just joking. It's radio. We do jokes here. I know you're in a loving relationship. All right.
See, that stuff is being discussed.
Yeah, that was just a joke.
All the interns have to do is write a book about what's said in that office, and it's all done. Anthony is the biggest racist I've ever seen in my life. Ever, ever, ever.
See, notice Nathaniel always has his pad, too. He's in there with his pad.
taking notes.
He's got
Mine, here's mine.
Notes.
And here's mine. If you think Opie's an asshole on the air, you should hear how he acts off air. Is this guy ever happy?
Bossing around the staff, not just a show bit.
In crappy mood when he comes in without food yet.
Oh, that's my problem.
Opie semicolon bully.
Bully.
What the fuck is this that you wrote?
Oh, they could say some stuff about Jimmy, too.
I'm sure they could. I'm garbage. But
I have not seen one racial group left unscathed by Anthony's hate.
I'll bet you the interns of all of us have the least amount of dirt on me because I'm here the least amount of time.
That is true.
And you're pretty much what you see is what you get on the air, off the air.
That's right.
You know,
I'm trash with feet.
Right.
Does Opie really believe he's better than all of us?
Oh boy.
He does.
Opie,
He does.
the nerve.
He does realize he's a hack, doesn't he?
Oh, God knows. They probably bring in tape recorders.
Right.
Oh.
And you know half the things that are said on the show, they're in the back going, what kind of dog shit is that? I'm funnier than that. I know I can.
That too. Yeah.
How did he get hired?
Why is he sitting there?
I'm a
Nathaniel
comic.
thinks he should be there.
He's
I'm
a
a comic
comic.
too. Right. Sure. Nathaniel is very funny. He comes up with some very funny lines in the.
He has
in
a
the
dry
office.
wit, which is very
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, I enjoy a dry wit, so.
Yeah.
All right, we should take a break. Are we going to have a good broadcast tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, it's going to stink.
It's going to stink? All right, don't show up tomorrow.
Of course it's going to be good.
Well, I have to leave towards the end of it because I have to catch a plane.
Run
Jet
down the
setting.
runway. Hey, you! Stop!
How many breaks do we have to
LOL.
take? 4?
No, we take one long one here.
One long one, and then we'll come back, play What Did We Learn, and, I don't know, wrap
One
up.
long one. How long is it going to be?
It's not that long. It's 3 minutes.
Jesus.
You know, it's
That's
Take
a long break.
Like, what did we learn for 20 minutes?
It was nice. It was nice that Jay called in today. It was
great hearing from Jay.
It was hilarious.
You forget how funny he is on the phone and stuff.
It was good to catch up, and I hope you enjoyed that. It was just kind of listening in on a phone call, really. Not even a radio phone call, just a bunch of guys getting to know themselves again. So,
yeah, that's pretty funny. People pointing out that I'm on the air talking about sympathizing with Hitler and browsing white power websites, yet some of the things I do off the air puts that to shame that I can't speak about it on the air.
Well, because we know when you're saying it in the office, you really mean it.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
There's not a lot of laughs when I walk in the office and you're pointing at those black murder statistics going, 85%. That actually is true.
At least I back it up with facts.
You did say something about something hanging from a light post this morning.
When did I say that? Did I really?
When you were stuck in traffic.
I did not.
You left that out of the on-air version of your little story.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Wait, I was stuck in traffic. Oh, the people directing traffic.
Let's, if we're going to lay it on the line here.
Hey, I said nothing about race. Because all I said was that the people that do the traffic at the intersections, that wear the orange vests and wave you on and stop you, they'd be more effective if they were hanging from the light post on the corner.
Explain that.
Explain it?
Yeah.
Well, they do no good work standing there in the intersection.
So why
Usually
would-
screw up traffic more than do it. So
But see-
I believe them hanging there would be less of a deterrent.
All I know is, as a white,
what I'm saying.
a white male in a white society, I don't really, I would never find myself wanting to hang from anything.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying just because they're traffic agents in the middle of the road doesn't mean they're of any race. I've seen them of all races.
Have you?
White, black, Asian.
Where? Where have you seen the white and Asian ones? I'd love to know what corner that's on.
Right. See, the on-air version of his little story was a little different than the
Yeah.
What?
Well, there's
the office version.
There's a white traffic. One of the traffic guys is white. I believe he's in Bensonhurst, and the one Asian is on Hester Street in Chinatown.
Those are the ones I could have been referring to.
You're right.
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just see Nathaniel and Danny, too. They sit there and just shake their heads and kind of go, oh, this is going to make a great book. Just going to expose them.
Yeah, do these guys sign anything?
Sign their life away, basically.
Oh, good.
Confidentiality agreements.
Yeah, what's the name of Danny's book? Celebrities I've blown off like an idiot? Dude, Danny got really upset by that, by the way. What? Hey,
Not by you, no, by Jay.
I just tell Danny that maybe he could stand at the door on Monday when Ozzy comes in and check his license, and if it doesn't look like him, if this is John Osborne, this isn't you.
Just so you know, Jimmy, when Jay called in, called in I know, he didn't call the hotline number. He called the regular caller line. So there's no way to know. Anybody could call those numbers.
Right.
So if you called the hotline, it would have helped out a little bit. All right. I want everyone to make Danny's life a living hell. So starting tomorrow, call in as a celebrity.
You're all celebrities tomorrow.
Yes.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Outrageous, borderline illegal audio entertainment. The Virus. Sirius XM.